Do you think branded dressing actually defines a woman's quality? Do you really think her attitude is what matters to be a qualified woman? Do you think her vocabulary or the way she speaks defines her as a woman who has the perfect quality? Let me tell you this. Probably these are just few of the things that we notice when it comes to each and every individual. But those are not the ones that define you as a quality person when it comes to a job or a business. There are a couple of things that you will have to notice when it comes to a woman itself, that there are few characteristics which speak for you. As I say, voice might be your weapon, but characteristics identifies you because those are the ones which has molded you so far. So when it comes to women and her quality, you have to understand that there are so many things a woman has to mend herself in. So if you think that you are a qualified businesswoman, you have to check that if you have all of these qualities, because these are the ones that are going to actually help you and guide you towards the right way of molding into a perfect character. And also, if you're a person who's starting a business and if you're a woman with a lot of dreams, remember that these are a couple of points that you have to keep in mind, because these points actually help you to be the stronger, powerful woman with quality. I'm Varsha. Welcome to the Freedom Business English channel. Do not forget to subscribe and download our Freedom app. First thing that defines you to have a right quality when it comes to a businesswoman is that she does not think that she is the center of attraction. I'm very sure most of them, as a woman itself, think that the world revolves around them. Everything has to be so precise, everything has to be perfect so that they can fit in the world. But actually, true women's quality actually comes out when you think that you are not the center of the world and you make priorities set so straight that you have to prioritize each and everyone who's around you and make sure that you give importance to them. Giving importance to each and every one is the most important character of every woman, because she is the one who understands emotions much more easier, understands what is happening around her, and learns the business and how it is to be run in each and every way. Discussing everything what each and every employee is going by and understanding how they feel about the business, and if they're having any discomfort also when it comes to business, is the way that she can give importance to them. Understanding their needs and concerns is also one of the things. Quality businesswomen will always make sure that the entire business is run in the rightful way without thinking twice what is wrong or what is right, because she already knows what is wrong and what is right. And she will know that because she is the person who is understanding the business from the first, and patience is the key role here. Giving importance, making sure that who is actually in the turmoil of pushing the business in the right way. She'll understand, give the importance, make them feel that they have been wanted in the business rather than putting them down by telling that everything is handled by her own self and she's the only one who's striving towards this business. Next quality of a businesswoman is to make sure that she's friendlier with everyone. I'm very sure you would have always met people who make you feel like this is not a workplace but rather a place where you explore and learn. This is where most of the women entrepreneurs like I have seen succeeded, and I have seen them all being so friendly with their employees just to make sure and understand that their employees are not demotivated in each step. There is where you stand and your quality or your character is put out by understanding, being friendly, getting down to their level, understanding their concerns and giving them the rightful advices. If you're a manager or even if you are the head of the entire company, you have to understand that being friendly and building that bond will help you so much even when it comes to improving your business. Understanding the level of each and every employee and giving them a chance to explain themselves and giving them second chances even if they've made mistakes is the most important thing, because very rare we see qualified women doing this. Everything is to be dealt in a professional way. Professional way does not only mean that keeping everything serious, it's also making sure that your employees are actually comfortable telling you about their problems the way you have built bond with. So once they actually get comfortable by telling you what they're going through, what is their issues, they are going to even help you out when you are in the need itself. They're going to actually come and give you an advice when you know that you're in a state where you cannot not ask anybody, but still they will be the ones to actually understand what you're going through, what is your need, and how can I help my company. Once they're very determined that their boss is doing so much for them, I am very sure they will be prepared to do everything and anything in their power to help your business sustain. So building that friendly relationship, making sure that they understand you and you understand them by giving them the right bond and giving them the right motivation, you can always think about your business running towards the white horse of success. Next most important quality is that she does not depend completely on the team itself. I'm very sure when you are a person working so hard, your team will recognize you and they will make sure that if our boss is working so hard, so should we. Show them that you're determined enough to bring your business rather than pressurizing them and making them understand your business is like this, that they will not understand if you pressurize. Rather show them, because once they learn your business, they are always going to walk side by side because they do not want to let you go down. There is where you understand the difference of working together and working alone. When your employees understand what is your main goal and what is your main criteria of the business, they'll always make sure that they also work their part of the duty as well. But as an entrepreneur, you have to make sure that you are doing your part of goodwill too, because sometimes you have to work all by yourself rather than depending on the entire group. But there are points where you sail the ship completely with the crew, because at the end, if the captain of the ship is not that aware of the direction itself, what can the entire crew do? There is where you have to be very spontaneous about your job and thinking that there is a need for the business, and the way you do your work actually shows them what they can learn from you. Next one is inspires you to reach the true potential. The best quality of a businesswoman is that you have to inspire each and every one to grow out of their expertise and reach greater heights. Let me tell you this, if you are a true leader, you know that how to create another new leader. You cannot just keep putting someone down, because a true leader always makes sure that she stops learning and starts teaching, because every step you go, you have to keep learning. By your experience, you can actually start teaching the younger generation which is working for you, because you can identify the potential character and the right one by seeing or just understanding the way they work. I'm very sure in this we can take the example of a teacher, because anyone can make rankers get ranked. Are you capable of actually making a fail student get a rank? I'm not saying that when it comes to a business, you have to get completely a person who does not have a talent or does not have knowledge about what he or she is doing and then make sure that she learns what he or she has to do. I'm telling that some people might actually lag behind when it comes to confidence or work itself. There is where you perform and give them another chance of learning and making sure that they're good at their work. Yet still, it's up to you to always mend and teach people who can follow you, because everyone can be taught and everyone can learn. If you do not take a step today, nobody else will. There is where, as an entrepreneur, you have to always make sure that you mend and inspire many more people who are willing to learn, because so many of them feel that they gotta be the next you. You are the one who has to create the next them, because they are really keen on learning. You cannot just push them away and think about the business itself. Everyone who's a great leader today come up to the stage and still tell that I am willing to teach. That is what a great teacher is. That is what a great leader is. And that should also be a great entrepreneur, because you have so many things on your plate, yet still you have time to teach and inspire so many of them. Next one is, as an entrepreneur, you always have to make sure that you take care of yourself and also take care of others. If you have good health today, you will be able to even take care of others and teach them so much more that they have to learn from the business itself. As an entrepreneur, you're not getting employees here or freshers here just to make sure that they work for you and leave. You have to even understand them, get to know how much they know and what are the many different things that you have to learn, because each and every individual takes time in adapting to the new place. Every newbie wants to get adapted quick and learn the job quick, not because that they just want salaries, they even want to contribute to your company as well. There is where you have to understand and then take care of everyone in the same way, rather than differentiating or doing partiality itself. There is where you have to take your step forward, take care of yourself and also make sure that you're taking care of everyone. There is where you understand that if anybody is sick, anybody needs a maternity leave, or anybody actually needs your help, There is where you have to make sure that you're a right leader, because once they realize the good side of you, they would want to work for you and they would recommend so many others to even work for you. Once they get the confidence that you are the right person, without the attitude of thinking that you are the only person who is handling them, in not taking things in such a way that always remember that once you take care of everyone in the company, they will be also your well-wishers and also contribute towards your business itself. Last but not the least is that speak for every individual who thinks that they need to be spoken for. Always remember that you are the voice of the company. You are the one who brought them here. Any discomfort or anything that they're not able to speak up to anyone, you can be their voice and you can actually help them out in each and every situation. As we can see, it's a really difficult women-oriented society. As we can actually see that this society has many differences and it's little hard for every woman to sustain in that. You can be their voice and show and set a couple of examples that everything you deal with is actually safe. Speaking up for each and every person actually shows that they are working in a safer environment rather than getting threatened by it. Know that you are the voice of a lot of people there because they are working for you, and it's your duty to make sure that you are keeping them safe as well. I hope that I've given you enough tips and information when it comes to a businesswoman and a quality she needs to be a businesswoman. You have to understand the safety protocols as well, because every woman have their own identity, and so far is the struggle that they have done so that they have inspired and understood the business entirely. So if you also want to be that successful businesswoman who dreams to actually inspire many more, do not forget to consider these tips and guidelines, because these tips might actually help you even in the future. Also, do not forget to download our Freedom app, because it's got so many women entrepreneurs telling about their business all the way from scratch that you can learn. Let it be a tailoring course or let it be a $1 million music business as well. You can learn all of these courses and also learn many more tips that they provide you with. And always, as we talk about business, there's always a financial side to it as well. We have courses even on personal finances that can actually help you manage money. If you're a person who's very interested in learning organic farming, please do download our app, because we even got courses on that. And by telling all this is a wrap for this video. Thank you so much. Get wise and break free.